Jack, season is upon us. Pre-season is here. First time running out in the yellow and green. How was it?
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, the legs are feeling it a bit now. It's pre-season. Been in about a week and haven't touched the ball too much. Lots of running, lots of fitness drills, but that's what pre-season's for, making sure we're ready for that first game of the season.
Yeah, the gaffer told us. Well, he was expecting a few of you to be sick, pushing you through the paces. How tough's it been?
Yeah, I don't know if he told you about the VO2 max, but you basically put an oxygen mask on and run until your legs give way. So it's always fun. Nice introduction for me to the club, but yeah, you get out of the way and you get to pass a few footballs afterwards.
And did you have to do any sessions before playing tonight as well?
Yeah, I've been in about a week now. So the first day was testing, and then we've been working on, in possession, working on the gaffer's or the boss's ideas in training. Hopefully, a little bit of that came out today.
Yeah, our first time to speak to you since your move. Why Norwich is probably the first question.
Yeah, I think dropping down from the Premier League, I wanted to come somewhere that had the ambition to get back there. That's my ambition. So speaking to everyone at the club, that is our goal for the season. So I wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page and help the club to be able to do that.
You'd obviously played against them before, knew a bit about them, but what did you learn that you didn't know about Norwich already?
I think just everybody I've met has been so friendly. I think everybody at the club is very good at their individual roles, and they've gone above and beyond to help me settle in. So it's been really pleasantly surprised. The facilities and the stadium, everything around the club is Premier League standard. So we've got to make sure the club is in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, every gaffer is going to want something slightly different from you. What's he told you that he wants to see from you?
Yeah, another reason why I joined this club is the style of play. He wants fullbacks to be high and wide, to be creating, to be getting to that byline, putting crosses in for the striker. And I think that's one of the main strengths of my game. Hopefully, I showed that a little bit today. So that's the gaffer's ideas, and that's what suits me as well. Yeah,
I think it was within about 30 seconds of you starting the second half. You were down there whipping the ball in. That's what you enjoyed doing, getting forward as much as defending.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, as a fullback, defending is first and foremost what you have to do, but if I can create and score goals as well, then it's an added bonus.
Yeah, the club has talked about bringing in experience as well as quality. You sort of fit the bills for both of those. You've been promoted to the Premier League before. You've experienced time in the Premier League. How difficult is that challenge to do it again?
It's a massive challenge. The Championship is an unbelievable division, and I guess that's your guys' job to try and predict the table, but I would have no clue. All I would say is, if any team can get going on a run, get that team spirit, have the mix of youth and experience, then the Premier League is such a big goal, and we believe we can get there.
How important are pre-season games like this? I mean, some fans will be looking at scorelines and looking at the teams you played against. Obviously, it was almost like special teams, wasn't it? Playing a different team in first and second half. But for you personally as a player, how important is pre-season to you as far as the game side of things is concerned?
I think we always have to have that desire to win, but I think more importantly within the games is getting the patterns of play that the boss wants and making sure that the match fitness is there going into the first game of the season. So you're going to be a little bit rusty in games, and maybe today in the final third we were a little bit rusty, a little bit off it, but we were creating chances, and that should come as pre-season progresses.
Yeah, what about the teammates that you've met? Some for the first time, you say you've only been here a week, and some of you will know a bit about. What have you made about the team spirit already, the quality in the dressing room? Because also a lot of youngsters here today as well, some talent coming through.
Yeah, I think we've got a really good mix of youth and experience, which you definitely need. You almost need that fearlessness of youth and the experience to maybe hold them back a bit, and then to see games out, and a little bit of sportsmanship involved as well. So I think we've got a really good balance from what I've seen so far, and the internationals are now back training, so it's going to be a good squad going into the season, and lots of competition all around.
Yeah, and some firsts for you to start ticking off. Kings Lynn away. Be on Saturday. You've never been there before, I bet.
I haven't had the pleasure of playing there, so I'm looking forward to ticking that off my list.
Top man, good luck with the season.
Thank you.
I think the manager said he wanted you guys to be the fittest team in the Championship. Have you got that sense from how pre-season's been so far?
I think so. I think I can tell in terms of the run that we've done so far, and tomorrow we've got the morning off tomorrow, but back in running in the afternoon, so that's our treat for the week, having tomorrow morning off. We'll get back pretty late, so yeah, I think I've just about got that sense.
And triple sessions, if I'm right, I mean, how usual is that? Is that something that you've experienced before as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to moan too much because we have a very privileged job, but I think we did a 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. the other day, so it gives you a little indication of in my life as a footballer, I haven't experienced that before.
Do you have to prepare differently for a Championship season than you do a Premier League season as a player? Are they different physically to prepare for?
I think, of course, you have the Saturday, Tuesdays, which when I was in the Championship, when I was in the EFL, I loved that. I loved going again. When you win a game and you're high, you get to go on Tuesday and play again, and when you lose again, you get to go and make it right on a Tuesday. So I think You have to prepare the same. You have to make sure you have that intensity. But when the season goes, it's a little bit different to be able to manage your body more and make sure you can play all 46 games.
You've obviously only been in a week, but have you sensed there's a freshness around the group? Obviously, it was quite a disappointing year for the football club last year. You've obviously come in fresh and one of the players that they're looking to try and change that. So have you sensed that there's a freshness within the dressing room?
Yeah, I think one of the things I really liked when I spoke to the club was, before I did speak to the club, I wanted to know how they evaluated last season. Were they happy to be in the table, or was it seen as a disappointment? I think everyone's gave me the sense that last season was a disappointment, and it's something that we want to make up for. So there's no almost complacency sitting mid-table. It's like, it wasn't good enough last season, we need to go again.
And for you, I know there's been obviously a lot of talk about Max Aarons and that right back position, but there's fierce competition there for you. So that opportunity to challenge yourself here, I guess, must have been a big draw for you.
Of course, when we talk about the Championship, so many games, you need a squad that in every position you've got two players that can provide competition, and that keeps the players on the pitch on their toes, and that keeps the ones in training a chance to impress. So I think that's really important, and especially over the season, to utilise the squad is massive.
Thanks, Jack.
Jack, are you coming into this group feeling like you're going to be a senior figure, that you've got that role in it? I know you're only new to it as well.
Yes, I think so. I mean, I'm 27. I like to think I'm not too old. I still feel good, so I don't really like the word senior, but of course I've got experience, and I like to be able to help out the younger players if I can. I've got experience of being promoted from this level as well, so hopefully that can help, along with a few of the, Barnes and Duffy, a few of the older heads that have come in as well. So yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of the group you haven't met yet, I guess, as well.
Yeah, the internationals were in on Monday, I believe. So
okay.
I think I've met everyone now, but we haven't fully integrated as a team in training. So I think that will start tomorrow or Thursday. We can get the whole squad going, and look forward to that first game.
And you've got a bit of time away as a group together, haven't you? Which I'm guessing that will be crucial. But also, like, as a new player coming into a group, I don't know how many times, probably only done it like 2 or 3 times. How important is that for you as a new signing?
Yeah, definitely. I think to be able to spend as much time with your new teammates as possible, seeing them in different situations, being able to train more, have dinners together, all those little things all add up to contribute to the squad togetherness, and that's how you get promoted.
Beautiful.
Brilliant stuff.
Cheers, buddy.